I was eating cheesy poofs and watching Cooking with Randy, which by the way is mostly just him microwaving frozen lasagna and yelling at Alexa, when Cartman burst through the door like a deranged Roomba in heat. He screamed, "Dude, Netflix just nuked Meghan Markle's show. They called her a liability." And I was like, wait, hold up. Netflix canceled someone for being too fake? That's like Taco Bell canceling someone for using cheese. Something shady was going on. And of course, we were going to investigate. Because when there's drama, Cartman turns into a fatter, whinier Sherlock Holmes. So apparently, Netflix killed season 2 of With Love, Meghan, this big royal redemption docuseries that was supposed to show her true heart. Instead, it showed fake tears, hired actors, and more emotional manipulation than when Cartman faked cancer to get free Hot Topic coupons. Turns out, the literacy center scene, yeah, those kids were child actors. The donations returned like expired yogurt. And the crying scene, added in post, like literally. They dragged in some editor and were like, "Hey Jim, throw in crying layered.wav and make it look like she's weeping over a stuffed giraffe." Dude, Netflix got catfished hard. That's when Kyle dragged us into his newly formed Integrity Documentary Club. He made pamphlets, like actual glossy pamphlets. He was furious, said this kind of fake emotional content was destroying public trust in real causes. I told him calm down, this isn't PBS. Butters, of course, wanted to help. He said he'd be our on-site empathy technician, which apparently means he printed a name tag and booked us all on the Netflix studio tour using Randy's Costco card. So there we were, sneaking around Netflix like Mission Impossible, except instead of Tom Cruise, we had Cartman in a trench coat pretending to be Tyler Perry. We slipped into the editing bay and, I kid you not, found a folder labeled Meghan Master Edits, Jock Emotions, Ja Fake Cries, Layered, Cha Take 3. There were other folders too. Inspirational Music, Overcompensating.mp3, Child Actors Smile Training.doc, Defamation Filter, Beta V2. That's when Kyle found Meghan's so-called grocery store racism story. She told it like it happened to her, but Kyle ran a reverse image search and boom, word for word lifted from a 2017 Reddit post about Trader Joe's. Even Cartman went, "Dude, that's cold." Then Cartman got inspired. He started filming his own documentary, With Lies, Meghan. He deep-faked Meghan using that janky AI site Kenny found and made Kenny voice all the lines in a fake British accent. It sounded like if Siri got punched in the throat, but still, it was more honest than her Netflix series. And then Randy happened. He'd apparently been eavesdropping and decided to help by pulling the emergency documentary ethics fire alarm, which I didn't even know existed, but apparently Netflix takes it very seriously. Suddenly, boom, red lights, executives pouring in. Meghan shows up riding a Segway, wearing a cape made of repurposed Spotify contracts. She shouts, "I'm an artist, you peasants!" She demanded we retract our accusations. She tried to cast Michelle Obama in a dramatized reenactment of her own firing. Harry was behind her, holding a peace lily and whispering, "Just breathe. Just be royal adjacent." Then Oprah appeared, like literally beamed in via Zoom on a giant screen. She took one look and went, "Girl, you're on your own." Cartman broke the fourth wall and screamed, "Like and subscribe, or Meghan will pretend you bullied her in season 3. Kyle just face-palmed. Butters started crying, real tears. The Netflix VP, dead serious, clapped slowly and said, "Finally, some actual emotion." After that, it was over. Netflix dropped Meghan like a canceled password share. They sent out a company-wide memo calling her a reputational hazard. Then the real shocker. They pulled every scene involving Archie and Lilibet. Not because of privacy, but because no one could verify if the kids were even real. Randy whispered, "Bro, did she hire AI toddlers?" Kyle said, "At this point, she probably CGI'd her own amniotic fluid." Meanwhile, Meghan posted a 14-slide Instagram story about being silenced, while tagging BuzzFeed, while filming it. And Cartman? He announced he's now a docu-reality accountability influencer. said he's in talks with Hulu. I don't even think Hulu wants influencers. I told Kyle I needed therapy. He said, you need a VPN. So yeah, with love, Meghan is toast. Turns out when your truth is made of Reddit posts, extras in kid costumes, and Crewab files, Netflix doesn't call you a visionary. They call you Exhibit A. But Meghan's already pitching a new show called With Vibes, Not Facts. And Harry, he applied to Chick-fil-A. I'm serious. He was holding a sign that said, we'll cry for content. Anyway, don't let this disaster go to waste. Smash that like button before Meghan uses your childhood story in season 3 and hit subscribe, or Cartman's gonna sell your life rights to Max. Oh, and post-credit, Oprah's backyard. Meghan shows up in a fake mustache trying to pitch the Duchess Redemption Tour. Oprah just points to a sign that says, no unsolicited pitches, especially from Montecito. Harry's in a chicken costume across the street, doing TikTok dances with a sign that says, hire me, I'm misunderstood. Cartman drives by in a pretzel-themed food truck screaming, free pretzel bags for exploited staff. And Butters, holding a clipboard, turns to Kyle and whispers, wait, was the Archie-Well Foundation ever even real? Then, just when we thought it couldn't get dumber, Meghan reappeared, not in person, in hologram, like Tupac. Except this Tupac was holding a basket of personalized pretzel bags and quoting Maya Angelou wrong. She beamed into a school assembly in Boulder to give an inspirational speech about truth in storytelling. Halfway through, the gym lights glitched and her AI speech generator started looping I identify as narrative. Kids screamed. Kenny unplugged the projector and got yeeted into the trophy case. Cartman made shirts that said, I identify as narrative, and sold out in 12 hours. Then came the fake trial, a school gym mock trial with Miss Garrison as judge, Butters as bailiff, Kenny as sketch artist, and Meghan represented by a cardboard cutout. Cartman screamed, this woman committed emotional tax fraud. Kyle tried to shut it down. I told him, maybe this was the plot. Maybe we were her emotional arc. We wrote a whiteboard statement in the library. If truth is a brand, then lies are a subscription. We unsubscribed. Then Meghan dropped a Threads montage called My Journey Through Your Judgments. Just her staring at the camera while Cry.wav played. Spotify offered her a new deal, called With Echoes. Tagline, where the truth reverberates gently but never lands. And somehow, Oprah still refused to comment. Meghan's empire may be cracked, but the drama, that's eternal.